Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we are returning to Grand Tactician, the Civil War. This is episode number 31 of our Confederate Let's Play in this series, and this is taken, as always, from a Twitch live stream on my Twitch channel, link in the description if you're interested. This is part number 2 of the defense of Washington, D.C. John Magruder's Corps of the Army of Northern Virginia is being attacked by a federal force. Magruder's force has about 12,000 men, the Federals have about 25,000. In the first day of the fight, we did a good job. We routed several federal brigades, inflicted heavier losses on them, and it looks like we've convinced them to withdraw from their position. However, they've withdrawn further north, and they are still in very strong positions and still outnumber us. So we're going to have to see if we can get around their flank without losing too many men to drive them from the field and hopefully protect Washington. If we lose here, the Federals have a good chance of retaking the city. The weather is against us. The readiness of our other corps is against us. So we likely will not be able to bring additional reinforcements to retake Washington if we lose this battle. It may set us back considerably in the war that up to this point has gone very well for us. We are trying to win the second major victory for the Confederacy in a row. We'll see if we can pull that off. And without further ado, let's jump back into the live stream as the fight's about to get going. This is where you need frickin' cavalry. Although the weather is warming slightly. The battle started, it was like 11 degrees, and now it's warmer than that. It's like 21 degrees. All right, Magruder, why don't you go up the road and just... Oh, shit, they're up to the north? They don't seem to be coming at me. Makes sense, I guess, that they would withdraw up there. Can we just claim victory? Can they just decide, oh, we're going to retreat, please? There's no objective up there they're defending. It says they should be attacking me, but they're not. There doesn't seem to be anyone out toward the right here. Step on this fence line. This way. Jones will move over to the left. They don't seem to have any entrenchments up here, though. Hey, Lord, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Miramontus, by the way, thanks for the follow. AEW Golden, thank you for the follow. Sunder77, thank you for the follow. I do see you guys out there. I appreciate it. Artillery fire. They're peppering us. Advance on the right, away from the artillery. Oh, shit. Never mind. They're in oh, God. Look at that defensive position they withdrew to. That looks like a strong one, boys. Now, if there's cavalry out front, we might outrange them, but... See if Frost can do the work of flanking them again. These boys did most of the hard work the first day. And then maybe Jones? I don't know if they refuse their line or not. Hill, you can just sit there and pin him in the center. Get some artillery up or something. This hill over here on the right. Sending a brigade out to engage. There's a brigade of these troops that are not in trenches. Stephen Lee, do your boys want to try and engage this brigade? Might be unwise. Are you shooting at long range? Well, that's bad. That's very bad. Look, they've got 3 brigades in these trenches shooting at me. So fall back. Maybe they'll pursue. Please don't rout. All right, didn't rout. Good job. Roscoe, thanks for the follow. A lot of enemy artillery work. Dear God, look at all those troops they've got. Are these guys dug in too? At least the lead elements are. Guess that's what happens when you're outnumbered 2-1. Frost boys find an open flank, maybe? That's not... Why are you fucking moving in column? Are these guys in trenches on the flank? They are. Maybe the... Why? Don't go like that. What? I'm not ordering you to go in a freaking column. Go in a goddamn line. I don't understand. Don't understand. All right. I don't really want to sit here and take artillery fire the whole time. All right, Jones, how about you fall back? I don't know what to do. Any chance they'll come out and attack me? I don't understand this formation that it's trying to... Why would they issue that formation order? Who are we engaging? Oh my God, look at all that artillery fire. Yeah, we have the objective, so the victory meter is ticking in our favor. That'll only be the case until their artillery starts routing some of my units. Alright, let's try and move Lawton's brigade up around the flank. See if anything happens here. We do have one unit here, Lee's brigade, which appears to be engaging, I think, a cavalry unit at extreme range and ticking casualties. I don't understand why units are deploying this way. Brigade might last long in a fight. Nice. Okay. So by engaging the enemy's flank, the 1st Brigade is pulled out of their entrenchments and is now taking time to deploy while they're getting hit by 2 brigades on the flank. So it would have been easier if we had cavalry to scout the enemy position out, but in any event, they're trying to get into position to engage us. Meanwhile, they're taking fire. So that's good. Also, the Lee's brigade, I think, is engaging in long-range fire against the 1st Cav, which it's inflicting fairly heavy casualties against. Looks like they're trying to form up a line. Looks like probably to go after Alexander Lawton. Frost forward, not providing any bonuses right now for Lawton. The enemy's still not shooting while they're taking fire. If we route 2 more Federal brigades, that will help immensely. So this is right over here on the left. This is kind of the AI just being done. With this cavalry brigade just taking fire. I do think it made sense for this brigade to abandon the trenches, though, because you saw like a brigade coming right up your rear. That would be a natural reason to be like, oh fuck, we gotta redeploy. And they're still trying to get in the position while they're eating fire. Here's going down. He's low on ammo. I think the arty is probably making us take losses and evening casualties out a bit more. It's probably helping the AI. He's low on ammo. What time is it? It's already 1,500 hours in the day, so we're getting close toward the end of the day. So maybe we can resupply Lee once the... Hopefully he doesn't run out of ammo before the end of the day. You know, it looks like the 1st Brigade is being driven back slightly. I think they shot a couple volleys, maybe not. They got flanked out of their position, and now they're not doing so hot. They've lost about a third of their men. The victory meter is going back up in our favor now. Cav continues to lose men. Hopefully they rout soon. Long did not, I don't think, fully rearm. Looks like he's low on ammo. Homing is also, so I don't know that we have a great supply situation. Although very rarely in my experience do units actually fully rearm in this game. After the first day. That's, I think, the one complaint is that ammo seems to run dry. Like, units don't fire as many volleys before they rout, but then ammo runs like you don't resupply. But on the flip side, like if you rout units after 5 or 6 volleys, then I guess it makes sense to kind of have an artificial cap in terms of ammo. I don't know. So they're still pulling back. I'd like to engage and rout them, but we might get sucked into combat with other units that we don't want to fight yet, because now they're back in their parapets. I would love to fight this 2nd Brigade here sitting out in the open. They've already lost 800 men too. Alright, so they're being pushed back. If they withdrew into the front of Wegman's brigade, that would be great. Artillery's taking a beating from enemy counter battery fire. Slowly driving them back, but we're also in a bit of a vulnerable position, having lost about a quarter of our division already. All right, so we've got 2,100 enemy muskets lined up against 2,900 here in this 1st Brigade. 1,620 hours. Where are casualties at now? 1,700 versus 5,100. This is getting close to a major victory if we can pull it off and force them to withdraw. But we really, it may not look like it, but we really are on a nice edge. If these units face much resistance, they very quickly will rout. It doesn't look like we routed that first enemy brigade that we just collided with. Their morale may not be great having suffered all these casualties either. Is this contact? Can't even see who's in contact with. Gotta close the distance, boys. That would be amazing if the AI tricked us into advancing by issuing a retreat order. It looks like it's just some skirmishers. Lawton might need to get promoted. Look at this fucker. 5 stars? Alright, this brigade has already lost 600 men, so hopefully they're not in a mood for a strong fight. They've also already, they're not in trenches. Biggest thing the enemy has against me so far in today's fight, or I guess this 2-day fight, is the artillery here on the second day has inflicted quite a few casualties on my troops, which are just getting pounded. Jones's brigade on the left, almost 400 casualties, but I need to hold the enemy in position. I don't really know where to move them. Oh shit. That's it. I suspect Cummings will rout. I don't want to withdraw him because if I do, it'll be bad. So this division here on my flank, my division, may be in trouble. Rout. Did break this brigade over here, it looks like. Can we have nightfall? Maybe we can threaten them with Wegman moving onto their flank. I think Cummings will rout before Wegman comes to his aid, though. Turn, so maybe they'll stop shooting at Cummings and he'll fire into their flank. The only problem is now that they're turning back this way, they're back into the full protection of the trench. And while Lawton is taking fire from someone he can't see. So yeah, how about you advance? They don't shoot at Cummings, though. I can't tell who's getting... I think it's Lawton who's getting shot at. I don't think Cummings is taking fire. So this enemy unit in the parapet is flanked, but may not be enough. It's technically behind some partial defense. Cummings, Lawton, stop sitting there and just eating fire. Advance already. I think you advance immediately if I order you to attack someone you can see. So maybe I can get you to do this. Same problem the AI was in the earlier in the battle. There you go. Switch your fire over here and engage these guys. Alright, so Cummings is not getting shot at all. Right. Waitman has lost about 200 men. The brigade in front of them is definitely inflicting more than they're losing. But they've got the morale ahead of getting shot at in the flank. More men in Lawton's brigade are shooting at 2nd Brigade. Also shooting at this over the 2nd Brigade. Maybe things are turning in our favor on this front, actually. Oh, shit. Johnson. Flanked. Where are you going? I didn't order you to do that. What the fuck is that movement? Oh, God. I ordered you to move up and form a line so you could shoot in front of these brigade because they were low on ammo. The hell was that? First Virginia under Lawton, their morale is still stable. They're at about half loss resistance. Hopeful that they can rout the 2nd Brigade before they get routed. I don't know that all their fire is really directed against them. This other 2nd Brigade, 3,500 men. He is low on ammo. Yeah, I know. What the fuck was that, Evan Johnson? You really disappointed me this whole battle. Your regulars are supposed to be good troops. Oh, the enemy is moving their troops. Are they all withdrawing? I think we just won the battle. Yep, the enemy is retreating. Just won the battle. It is a major victory now because we've inflicted more than 20% 24% casualties on their army. Granted, we have lost almost 25% as well, and if we hit 25%, it'll switch back down to a minor victory. So the intensity of the fight going down is actually from a victory calculation thing would be in our advantage. They've withdrawn out of their entrenchments. Back now. Johnson, don't suck. This brigade will probably get shredded as they withdraw. Big flanking fire coming in. Cummings' boys have done a good job considering it's their first battle. They've lost about, what, more than a third of their force. Battle was bloodier than I would have liked. Things along here. Drove the enemy off here in a way that I think we won't lose much more. Should be safe. Johnson pursued the hell out of it now. You can see Johnson's boys, now that the enemy's on the run, they're all fucking heroes. Getting their volleys off at the enemy, driving them up the road. Hey, you know, that serves a purpose. Okay, there you go, boys. Another major victory. That's the 2nd on the night. 2,800 casualties out of our 12,000 infantry, so pretty heavy fight for our infantry. They did not get off scot-free, 3 over 20 guns. But the enemy did lose 1,100 of their 5,100 cavalry and 3,500 of their 18,000 infantry. Their cavalry lost almost, well, better than 20% of their force. Their infantry lost a little bit. I can't do math. But our own troops lost almost a quarter of our infantry. So it was a bloody fight for all involved. Major Confederate victory, though, however, and that will drive the Federals back from the gates of Washington. At least for the time being. So another victory for the Confederacy. Another major victory for the Confederacy. Enemy national morale should drop by another %. Colonel Lee has become famous. Wait, is that the Lee who was wounded at the opening of the battle? Okay. I mean, his brigade fought well. Okay. No, not Fitzhugh. Second Corps fleeing in panic. Colonel Lee becomes a national hero. I think it was Stephen Lee. The Battle of Aqueduct Bridge has ended with the Second Corps retreating in panic. My command has earned us a total victory with the enemy army running for their lives. The enemies reportedly suffered 6,500 casualties, 772 killed, and 1,200 captured. That's 2,000 total permanent casualties. Their morale is believed to be confident. Our casualties, 2,800, 408 killed, 599 missing, so about 1,000 permanent casualties. The rest are wounded. Morale is confident. Supply situation is good. We've retrieved 2,600 rifles from the battlefield, and 1,100 enemy troops have been sent to the prison camps. The massively overcrowded prison camps. Nice, mech. Nice. Okay, so second, I guess, do we hold the first corps in position then? What's the third corps? How big are they? 22,000 up there? Let's move the first corps up to Frederick. They may intercept enemy advances on Washington. Okay. All right, so Baltimore is back. No, it was almost back in federal control, but with our victory there in front of Washington, it stayed in our control. The Army of Virginia has moved up to Washington. So move the first corps up to Baltimore. Third corps is moving out to the left. So we are really pretty divided here. The first corps is about 15,000 men. Ready for another perk. We'll do ambulance corps. The Virginia Army of 24,000 men is almost fully raised. We're going to parcel those troops out to the different corps because they badly need reinforcements. 12,000 here, 15,000 here, 17,000 on the left flank where the threat is probably the least. Meanwhile, is there an advance in eastern Kentucky or Tennessee? Doesn't look like it. So the situation in Kentucky and Kansas largely unchanged through most of December. Enemy national morale situation. It says they're at 35. They should have dropped a bit more than that after 2 major defeats. Might have to wrench Kentucky from their hands. How long can we sit on Washington and not... I don't know. We could get the needle muskets. Neuhauser will be very upset. Yes, there is a Gettysburg map, Reb. Weapons production? That actually might be nice. Although weapons aren't my problem right now. Historical garbage. Okay. Let's see. PGT Beauregard is inexperienced somehow after all of this fighting. Let's parcel out the Army of Virginia's troops. I think, maybe. Transfer. Army of Virginia. Actually, first things first. Let's consolidate units where that makes sense. Where are the really weak units in terms of manpower? 1,900. Anyone below 1,500 gets consolidated. All right, so Weisberger's brigade and Law. Actually, there's no one you can even move into. None of the brigades are small enough to be consolidated. What about Magruder's brigades? God damn it. None of these brigades let me consolidate them. Okay, well. I guess we're just going to straight up add divisions then. So Garnett's division, or not, wrong army. So Dessler's division will go to Lee. And Anderson's division will go to Magruder. Mary's division will stay, I guess, as a reserve. Or we could send him to join Longstreet, but I guess we'll keep him as a reserve for now. That way I can keep a unit at Washington, D.C. That'll bring Lee up to 26,000 when he's at full strength and all of his troops raised, and Magruder at 22, which should give them more than any one individual federal corps, and they'll be close to supporting distance if the Federals do come out and play. Not sure how many days it's going to take for the transfer to occur. Should only take a few. They're all pretty close together. There we go. Transfers occurred for Lee and Magruder, so both are over 20,000. That'll give us much better capabilities come the spring. It is now Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. The Dakota surrender. Okay. Little Crow escapes to Canada. Magruder's main problem is he's a goddamn slow marcher. Like, move your ass. There should be a railroad right there. Just go. Anybody else moving? Nope. Everybody else is just enjoying their winter quarters. Army of Tennessee is definitely doing that. I'm guessing the Federals in the West are doing that too. High desertion among bountymen. Well, we don't have any bountymen in our army yet, so that's okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking troops here in the West. Meanwhile, artillery, 25,000 Enfield rifle muskets have arrived. Yay for us. Jubal Early is rehabilitated. And Confederacy issues bonds. Federal national morale bounced back up to 36%. God damn it. What are you doing, Lincoln? How? Your folks should be pissed at you. Could it be my prison camp situation is so bad that they're like, oh my God, they're like genociding our troops? Maybe we should do something about that. Let's build. Because it does affect morale, I believe. All right. I bet we can build a cheap camp in middle of nowhere, Florida. All right. Still says 4 million, huh? Where can we build a cheap camp? Where can we build a cheap camp? Where can we build a cheap camp? Hover around the map. 4 million, 4 million, 4 million, 3 million. 1 million. Ooh, 600,000. We're going to send you guys to... Where's this? Oklahoma? Middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. I don't think there's a likelihood of a federal advance down here. So we'll build it there. Can I even do it? Did we build it? There we go. in the Indian Territory, actually. Oklahoma. The Confederacy did have aspirations of making Cuba a slave state. Anderson to Everglades Boogaloo. That's what I was going for, but it's going to have to be Oklahoma, I guess. Okay. Dunham, thanks for the follow, by the way. So that camp is being built. Hopefully our prison camp situation will be a little bit better. Although we really need 2 more prison camps by the looks of it. We're overcrowded in both of those locales. So let's build another one, I suppose. Can I not do that? All right. Is this just like West Virginia's cheap or something? 45,000? Jesus Christ, down near Staunton. All right, so Magruder got up to Baltimore. His troops are unhappy. I don't know why, you guys. All Magruder does is bring you guys fucking victories. And you just grumble. Hey, Lee, why don't you... Gifts to Union troops. Okay. Santa is fighting for the Union. Bullshit. Not this Union. Not this Union that can't win a battle. All right, these guys' readiness sucks, so we can't do anything at the moment. Let's move Beauregard's headquarters, I guess, up here between these two armies. Really, the Third Corps should be a separate army, but we can move on Pittsburgh. Longstreet might be able to take Pittsburgh. Let's do that. Let's give him... Well, no, we'll keep the garrison at D.C. Recruit? Why? We haven't needed to. I don't want to overload my economy. As I understand it, the more you recruit, the less money you make, which makes our economy worse. Plus, these troops aren't even ready as it is now. So, I don't want to move troops around that I can't even get in good readiness to fight. The Confederacy has a major advantage. It's just looking at national morale, I guess. James Longstreet is the closest ready for fighting in the Eastern Theater. The troops in the West are in much better shape. Granted, I haven't been moving them around all winter. They've largely been in winter quarters. The London Underground opens. A great engineering feat. Oh boy. Revenue Act 3 or 2 or whatever it was. So I need a new policy, right? Policy chapter 1's pretty much all done. So do we do support Mexican intervention? What'll that do? Increase national morale for the Union? Why would we do that? Like, what about Revenue Act 1? We already did that. War bonds, will that increase inflation? It'll lower state support. Increase the credit rating. Public wealth drops. Okay. Whatever. We'll do that. Maybe the boys need a swimming break when summer starts. We can do a polar bear challenge. I'll send Lee up to Gettysburg, and maybe we get to Harrisburg, and I don't know, how far are we from Philly? We're not that far from Philly. Try and advance on Philadelphia, but my troops' readiness needs to get better. Building a depot maybe would help, although we've taken quite a few federal depots here that are helping out. I mean, Maryland has joined the Confederacy. It's like totally occupied at this point, I think. Pretty sure we occupy the entirety other than like one tiny little sliver of Maryland. A federal amphibious assault to drive into the flank at Richmond would be hilarious. I don't know where the new Union capital of the Union is. The Union capital. It looks like Philadelphia. There's a star with a circle. I'm guessing that's the new capital. I can't imagine the game would allow them to suffer 2 losses of their capital and still be okay. Thanks for the follow. Bro and Milk. Third core's moving. Rail situation looks okay to me. I guess we can take a look. Railroads. How do we look at the map for that? So we have enough, by the way, we can subsidize. No. What do I have to do here? I don't want to actually approve the costs yet. I want to look at the map. I don't even remember how to look at it. Why is it not pulling up? Usually it auto pulls up. So, in any event, we actually have enough funds to approve a few of our railway construction projects. Did one of them finish yet? No. Alabama Jackson is not yet done. There we go. Here's the map I was looking for. So 92% complete with Alabama I guess Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi to to Selma, Alabama. So that line is 92% complete. It will be finished in 52 days. I don't want to start another railway project until that one's complete, but we do have enough money for Arkansas to Memphis, which would be a decent revenue generator. Savannah, Tallahassee would make more. We have enough for that too, I think. Or no, we don't. I'm looking at the bar's not all the way full, so we don't have enough for that yet. We do have enough for Mississippi Monroe to Shreveport. That's not a very lucrative one, though. We have enough money for the Cumberland Gap, but we don't occupy all of the locations. We would need to advance further into Kentucky to do that. It's just not worth it anyway. It's like right where the enemy's going to retake shit. Why is this one yellow? We have enough money? No, we don't have enough money. Why is it yellow, though? I don't understand that. These are funny routes. I don't know why it shows the Union routes that you don't occupy. Chicago to Cairo. Like, why are you showing me all this shit? Vicksburg, Monroe. Yeah, all these are at 100. I'm not sure, Battle. I don't actually know the name of the song. What has been the biggest challenge taking over? I would say Kentucky. The Federals have really poured a lot of resources in there. They just don't want us to take it, I guess. Although the most fighting has certainly been over Maryland and Washington, D.C. Longstreet's ready to move. Lee is getting there. By spring, I think the cores on the right will be ready to move. I hope. Weapons delivered. 2,500 Fayetteville or 25,000 Fayetteville rifles are ready. Okay, that's good. Plenty of weapons to equip our soldiers with should we need to raise more. The artillery is what I'm more interested in. These guys are like maxed out readiness. What's that? Staunton prison camp is complete. And the Weewalk prison camp is complete. So it still says the Charlottesville prison camp is overcrowded. Maybe that will go away in a minute as soldiers are moved around. I don't want to release 21,000 prisoners back into federal hands that may come right back at me. Their national morale keeps going up. What the hell? Whoa, who's their new general-in-chief? Major General John Peck. Okay. 42-year-old. Whatever. I've never heard of that guy. Who is he? It's like it's the developer. That'd be hilarious if it was like a developer and he was like a god general. We already beat him once, but it doesn't seem like they want to transfer these prisoners out. Let's take a look at those prison camps. Do we need to maybe increase their size? Could that be the issue? Where is the prison camp? Where could it be? Oh my god, I don't even know. Isn't it like near here? Well, all right, there. No. No. Where is it? Yeah, but I don't see anything on the map here. Salt Works. Prison camp. All right. Well, I know where the other one is. It's right by Staunton. So let's go take a look at that. There we go. Oh, yeah, that's the issue. They only have 5,000 beds available. So the other one's going to be overcrowded too. So we'll increase the size of that. And then give me your lock and key. Where you at? I don't know why it's invisible to me. I don't think we can increase the Charlottesville one anymore either. The game's like overlay for some of the building types is, I understand why they like hide them sometimes because it would kind of be annoying and overwhelming if they didn't. On the flip side, it's also kind of hard to make things discoverable. I'm guessing there's probably go in to look for government buildings. Whatever. I don't care that much. We'll try and get to March, maybe? Oh, First Corps moving down into Maryland. Only 8,000 boys with them. They want to fight Longstreet, that's fine. Or are they going to try and split our armies? Oh shit. Army of the Cumberland 2. Still only 8,000 men. Could be a raiding force. Someone wounded in action, back in action? Major General Zolokoffer has recovered. He's returned from duty. Good for him. Man, it's going to take like 4 days for Longstreet to move. Fourth Corps, 17,000 men. Be interesting to see if they move multiple corps against us in any kind of coordinated fashion. It's still fucking winter, though. Doesn't help. Confederacy issues war bonds. Credit rating improved. When? Should go up by 2 ticks. There we go. A+. All right, so policies. What are we going to do now? We did the Revenue Act. We did war bonds. I guess we technically did impressment also. Oh, that was a confiscation of goods. Okay. Why can't I do any of this stuff? Oh, this one probably because we haven't printed any notes. Okay. Mexico support would make the Union hate us more. So maybe not do that. Because we're really not anywhere close to intervention. I guess we just gotta fucking whip them and maybe take Pittsburgh or Philadelphia or both. Make money. Another core. I don't like making money. Inflation's bad. Short-term tonic. Long-term bad. Plus, I think if we get to the 1864 midterms at this rate, we'll win anyway. All right. A little bit of logistics in this war, a little bit of building some buildings, and a little bit of combat. This episode had a little bit of everything. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Another major victory for the Confederacy. And despite that, Uncle Abe, whatever. He just won't stop. He just won't give up. The freaking jerk won't give up. We're trying to win. We're getting close to winning. We're still 10% away from winning. We won 2 major victories over the last 3 episodes, and yet it doesn't seem like we're any closer. We might have to move north and take Philadelphia. That might be the only way. We'll see. That will be for another time, however. So until next time, this is the Historical Gamer, as always, saying thank you for watching, and until next time, I'm out.